Okay, y'all. So apparently, Marlene bald-headed ass son Martell said he might get married on Friday. He might get married tomorrow, friend. Exactly. Carlos, if this is your climax to this anticlimactic series, then I don't know what to tell you. Because we already talking about Trish and Ken and Trish was down at Black last night. Ken talking about something. If he delusional, he don't give a fuck about it. He sound like me. Because I'm literally brought to y'all today by the Lord himself. Because I wanted to crash out. Because my whole thing is, why do men act like they can't work hard and text you back in a timely manner? That's my only problem. That's why I'm not good at relationships. I don't give a fuck if you in open heart surgery. I don't I don't care if you in open heart surgery. Put that artery down, put that ventricle down, and text me back and tell me if you think I should wear this to the company party, and then continue your okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, child. Offset slithered from underneath his horse to shade Cardi and her pregnancy announcement. But her new boo, Stefon Diggs, came out to support her. A lot of the girlies got some stuff to say. So let's continue to talk about it or whatever. Then Candiace and Phaedra, they was at the Emmys, and Candiace, she talked about what she think about Karen being released from prison. And she also talked about what she feel about Monique coming back to the show. And I don't know if y'all caught that shade, but I caught that shade. It was a little bit. I miss Candiace. Do y'all miss Candiace? I miss Candiace. I want her to come back. Anyway, we also gonna talk about Chris Brown because Chris Brown got some colorist allegations. This not a video from 2012. Because we've been talking about this forever, but we're going to talk about it today. So anyway, friend, welcome back. Exactly. Happy Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday. Get you a little cocktail. Do what you're going to do. I said I was going to come earlier, and then I was going to talk about some tea later on tonight, but it's not a lot of tea in the streets. I had to comb the streets, like a girl with a flashlight to get y'all some tea. Anyway, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. First, what are we gonna talk about? Let's talk about Offset and Cardi, since that was like the most recent thing. So we know that Cardi yesterday confirmed that she's pregnant. She pregnant nano. She pregnant delicious. Exactly. Which we kind of already knew. Like I had already talked about that a lot. But she confirmed on Gayle King. So the second part of the interview released today. So of course, Offset, the bitter baby daddy, the bitter baby father, he had to come through, and this is what Offset said. Offset said, divorce ain't even finalized, and you popping out another man kid. First of all, why you mad, ho? Why are you mad, ho? Because even before I filed for divorce, even before Cardi filed for divorce, let's not forget, Offset was at his parties in Miami with other girls. Actually, one of the girls that Cardi had caught a case about. So, I don't know. And that's my whole thing with Yandy and stuff. A lot of people was like, in the comments from yesterday, all of my girlies who said I was being hypocritical because I go off on Clarissa for talking to Papoose, and Papoose is still legally married. Cardi is still legally married too. But Offset did her dirty. He did her hella dirty. This girl literally was fighting girls in the streets. He was going back to girls that filed cases against her and all of the things. So I'm here for a girl checkmating a nigga. I'm sorry. I'm always going to be here for you checkmating a man that played in your face. So he played in her face. She got a richer man with a bigger, allegedly. And now she's pregnant. Anyway, so now Offset salty, which on his album, and when he did his promo tour for his album, especially on the Breakfast Club, he was trying to act like he was cool with it. Like, yeah, we need to co-parent, we need to get along. So why all the shade now? Because it's given. Offset already knew when he said that it's not my baby. So I guess he feels some type of way that Cardi confirmed in public, publicly that she's pregnant. I don't feel no type of ways. I don't feel any. Do y'all feel sorry for Offset? Because I don't. Exactly. And yet and still he's out with a bunch of, Hispanic, white, Caucasian, persuasion, Asian, all of these other type of girlies. Baby, do what you gonna do, but don't be mad at Cardi. Now, Cardi, they talking about your man too. Because allegedly Stefon Diggs, and I told y'all this yesterday, he had two twins. He had a set of twins this year and another baby, and he got girlies pregnant. So everybody is like, why are we celebrating Cardi being pregnant when he got other girls pregnant? I don't know. Does it matter that a man had a bunch of other girls pregnant? I ain't gonna lie. I still feel some type of way. I still feel a little stupid. Exactly. This is what Cardi had to say about Stefon Diggs. And then Stefon Diggs commented.
All right.
I'll play this. Stefon Diggs commented and he said, thinking of Spanish names right now, because we know that Cardi is Spanish. And he said, proud of you for staying focused with a heart emoji. 100% team boy. So he want a boy. So it's given that he's like, hey, this is my baby. It is what it is whenever you hoes get through. And I appreciate that because some of you girlies, y'all man don't even claim y'all baby, But I don't wish that for anybody that follows me. And make sure you follow, subscribe, and all of the things. I don't wish that for you. I don't wish a dog ass nigga that's not claiming your baby. But it's giving Stefon Diggs is claiming Cardi's baby. He's saying, hey, I'm looking for Spanish names. This is what Cardi had to say.
What's poppin', y'all? I had a day today. But anyways, I'm just here to remind y'all that my album comes out September 19th. It's going to be on all platforms.
Okay, so the album coming out tomorrow. I think this is going to be huge for Cardi. If it's a flop, it's going to be a huge thing. Everybody is waiting. We haven't seen anything from Cardi since Invasion of Privacy as far as like an album is concerned. I ain't gonna lie. I might go to sleep. I might go to sleep, and when I get up in the middle of the night, I'm probably gonna listen to Cardi's album.
And on February 11th, it will be the first day of my tour, Little Miss Drama. And let me
so she said that she's gonna tour February the 11th, and her baby is gonna drop before February the 11th. How far along do y'all think Cardi is? I think Cardi is at least about 4 or 5 months. I think she at least about 4 or 5 months. And what is it? September, October, November, December, January. So I think she's going to have her baby in December or January. Hopefully she have it early and it's a Scorpio baby. Let us pray.
Tell y'all something. I want to let y'all know what headspace I'm in. I want this shit real fucking bad. I want this shit like I'm in the 3rd floor in the Bronx and I need to get the fuck on out. That's how bad I want it. I want this shit like it's 2016 type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing and anything stopping me. This is the hard part for me. I've been waking up at 6 a.m. and going to bed at 2 a.m. I've been going overseas. I did fashion shows, I did music videos. Shit. I've been doing magazine covers. I have done so much. After this album run. All right. What's poppin', y'all? I had a day today. Straight to exercising, it's straight to dance.
Okay, so I just really wanted to show y'all what he had to say. So then Cardi also they posted another clip with Gayle King and Cardi, and Cardi said that she don't have any ill feelings towards Offset. She said, but he has some type of hate in his heart for me. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Because like, for some reason, all of the men that I've dealt with, the men that I've dealt with for a long time, like I put up with their shit, even though y'all know I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster, but back in my days, it seems like when you put up with a man shit for a long time, even when you leave, they feel some type of way about you. Like they're angry. And it's crazy that he would feel some type of way about Cardi for finally moving on. When you cheated on her for the longest, she got drugged by her op. She got drugged by Nikki, Bill, all of the girlies for like staying with you. Like, so she endured the embarrassment and all of the other shit. And then when she finally moved on, why you got hate in your heart? It's giving men can't deal with what they dish out. They can't deal with, that shit or whatever. Anyway, so I wasn't surprised. I literally wasn't surprised that that Offset had smoke for Cardi, because I knew it was coming. Even though he was trying to be nice with his album rollout, it was given because he wanted those numbers and he didn't want Cardi's fans to go against him. Exactly. Or do y'all feel like Cardi is a fool because she's still legally married and she's dealing with Stefon who got babies on the way? Like, so is Cardi the problem? Am I the drama? Is Cardi the drama, or is Offset the drama? I think Offset the drama. Anyway, so let's talk about the Atlanta girlies. So the Atlanta girlies were on the red carpet or whatever. Phaedra had some stuff to say about working with K.Michelle, and I think it's safe to say that K.Michelle wasn't talking about Phaedra as it pertains to like the bitches that she don't like or whatever. But Candiace had some stuff to say too. She had some stuff to say about Karen getting out of jail, and then she had some shit to say about Monique. But I want to see if y'all gonna catch this shade. I want to see if y'all gonna catch this shade that she had for Monique. Okay, and I got this from Reality Rundown. Shout out to Reality Rundown. The Reality Rundown. So this is what Phaedra had to say about K.Michelle.
Been filming with K.Michelle?
I love K. We get along very well. A lot of people have a lot of commentary about the direction that the Housewives of Atlanta is going in.
Okay, so she says immediately, I love K. Like, we get along, yada, yada, yada. So that's good. I'm glad that K and her get along. I'm a Scorpio. Phaedra's a Scorpio. I feel like I would get along with K.Michelle.
In terms of casting, in terms of storylines, What is your honest opinion? Being someone who was there from the beginning, who's there now, what do you think about it?
Well, I think TV's went into a different direction. So I think in order for you to understand any casting, you have to understand the direction of TV. And, when we first started the Housewives,
so she's asking her about the direction of the Housewives, because the Housewives have been getting a lot of flack because they are employing girls from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And Phaedra is like, girl, you got to get with the times. Like, these are popular people regardless of what the tea is. So, yeah.
way back in the early, 2000s, it was different. There weren't a million reality shows. Right. It was just totally different. So now that you have all those reality shows and you have, people who can watch the blueprint, it changes the game. And so everyone has to evolve. Yeah. And so does casting.
You have been filming with some of the new ladies.
So I'm not gonna lie, I love Phaedra's response. I love the red hair. Phaedra looks great with the red hair. Remember, I said I didn't necessarily like her with the blonde hair. Love, love, love her with the red hair. Okay, so let's get into Candiace, because Candiace was there, and Candiace reacts to Karen.
Karen was released from prison.
Love this response. First of all, I love this response, and I want Candiace to return. I'm one of the people that want Candiace to come back to Real Housewives of Potomac, because I feel like we're missing her. We're missing that spicy. Candiace gives me a young Kenya Moore. She definitely gives me a young Kenya Moore. And we don't have like the grand dame. There's nobody that's gonna go against Giselle. There's just I just love me some Candiace.
Recently, yes, you were on the show with her for many seasons. I don't think I've ever got the chance to ask you what you thought about her going to prison for the DUI. But what were your thoughts about hearing that she's home?
I was elated. I think we were all kind of surprised that she was released earlier than her original release date.
Right.
I was so happy. People make mistakes, and it could have been anyone. I know people are really hard on her and want to really like throw the book at her, but I'm more inclined to give her grace.
Her nipple covers, I like the outfit. I think Candiace looks great. I love the red lip and the braids. I just don't like the fact that we see the outline of her nipple cover.
And I've spoken to her. She's doing really well.
Right.
She's resting. She's recalibrating. I felt for her children so much. That's their mom.
So I like the fact she's talking to her. We know that she's still talking to Karen because she said she talked to Karen. But she feels some type of way.
And she's the North Star of her family.
Right.
And so for her to be away, I know it was hard on them. So I was really in prayer for them and for her and Ray, but really for her kids. So I'm just so happy that she's home and that she's, resting and taking time.
Okay, so she had some cute stuff to say about Karen. This is what she had to say about Monique returning.
Monique is back.
Oh.
Will you be okay?
First of all, this was an overly laugh. Girl, you overly laughing and you overly fake excited. That's what this is giving me. It's giving overly laughing and overly fake excitement. But let's continue.
Or open to returning to the show with Monique being on it? Or is this a Candy Phaedra situation? We gotta keep it real. We're gonna get to the tea and the shade.
Wellington,
I'm sorry, Candiace.
I understand Candy's plight. I understand where she sits. If I need to bargain to be somewhere, I don't need to be there.
I heard that. I love the fact that she said, if I need to bargain to be somewhere, I don't need to be there. Exactly. If it's a bargain, baby, relax. I'm good.
And if I need to be there, if I want to be there, there's no living or dead soul that is going.
I love that she said there's no living or dead soul. She said there's no living or dead soul. Who the dead soul, friend? First of all, let's be clear. Candiace is a very intelligent woman. She's a very intelligent woman. So her shade is very intellectual. There's no living or dead soul. Do Monique got a dead soul? Am I tripping? I don't know.
To preclude me from being there. And so
She said there's no living or dead soul to preclude me from being there. That's giving, bitch, it's not a bitch dead or alive that would stop me from being on this show if I wanted to be on this show. And when I mean dead soul, I mean you, ho. Don't get drunk again, though, Candiace. Why you talking all this shit, bitch? Exactly. I don't know, friend.
I am where I am right now. If and when the time comes that the Lord says it's time to go back, I follow Jesus. As you know, I come from him.
Not God said go like Melody Holt.
Amen.
And,
Melody Sharvey.
If it's not time to go back, there are so many other things that I am excited about that I'm working on. So many projects that need my attention. And a whole baby.
Okay, and she got a whole baby. So I ain't gonna lie, I want Candiace to return. Tell me if y'all want Candiace to return to Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm not gonna lie, the space that we are in right now, we don't have Karen. Karen may return right after jail. We need a realist. We need people that know Karen, know the history. We need somebody that's willing to check Giselle because the new girl's not gonna do that. Wendy is kind of on the fence. We need Candiace, and I want to see if Candiace is gonna call out Stacey for her bullshit because we already know Stacey is a lying ass bitch. Now she funny and she fun, but we know that Stacey is a lying ass bitch. So we need a Candiace to come on and get her exactly. Anyway, so tell me what y'all think about Candiace's comments about Karen being out of jail. Do y'all think that Karen got too much grace being, do y'all think she should have served the whole time? I don't, because y'all know how I feel about jail. I don't want anybody to be in jail at all. As long as you didn't do anything against kids or violence, I don't want you to be in jail. So, of course, I don't feel that way. But tell me what y'all think about Candiace. Do y'all want Candiace back on Real Housewives of Potomac? I do. I can't wait to see her on the next season of Hush. Candiace is a great actress. In case y'all haven't seen her in Hush, Candiace is a great actress. Great girl. Like Tony the Tiger in this bitch. Exactly. So I'm here for Candiace. That's what she had to say. Let's talk about Chris Brown real quick. Now, there was a story about Chris Brown. Apparently, there's another girl. Mind you, this is not a new story. We've seen this with other girls. So apparently, Chris Brown we know he's on tour. Chris Brown is on tour. His tour has been going viral or whatever. So there's another girl who was out there. They highlighted her on Gossip of the CBT on Instagram. So the girl said that she got some tickets from a mutual friend to go to the concert. The girl flew out from Cleveland. The girl is milk chocolate brown. She's about my color, maybe my color. The girlie is about my color. So we know she's brown. She's not passing for light skin. She's not passing for like the mixed ambiguous girls that a lot of the rappers like. So she drove from Cleveland to go to this concert. Apparently, once she got to like the VIP section, the manager, his name is Boba, the manager told her, hey, I can't help you. You can't come in, yada, yada, yada. So the girl called her friend who told her, hey, you can come down here and be in VIP. And he was like, hey, I can't help you. So she's telling this story on Instagram Live. So basically, she said that the other girls were able to come in. The white girls, the Hispanic girls, the racially ambiguous girls. She also said that one of the guys offered her Puerto Rican friend. Her friend was Puerto Rican that was with them. One of like the girls from her clique. They were Puerto Rican, and he said that, hey, you can come in. And she said, hey, what about the rest of my friends? And he was like, hey, I can't help the rest of your friends. So it's giving colorist. It's giving colorism. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the girls, this is what I wanted to talk about though, because I already know as a girl who has covered Chris Brown, I like Chris Brown. I love popping. I love all of the songs and all of the things. But I was turned off by Chris Brown after the whole Karuchi thing, Rihanna thing. Like, I'm never supporting an abuser. That's just what we doing on this channel. So all of my Chris Brown fans, we can argue in the comments, friend. Just tell me what you think, and I can tell you what I think. But I already knew that Chris Brown from like past articles and past commentary that Chris Brown don't like brown girls. And some of the girlies in the comments were like, y'all know this, y'all know his type, y'all know his preference. And my whole thing is, would y'all feel the same type of way if I had a section and I said no short men in my section? No short men. And when did it become okay for you to, I don't know. I wanted to, the reason why I brought this up solely is because I want to hear what y'all think about it. Because I already know what I think about it. I don't support Chris Brown. I'm not going to his concerts. I love some of his music, but that's a great story. I'm still not supporting you because it's giving, it's like borderline colorism, it's borderline AB behavior. The fact that Karuchi has a standing restraining order against this man, we ain't even got to get into the depths of it because I don't want to argue with y'all back and forth about who's an abuser and who's not. You know what I'm saying? But tell me what y'all think about that. Do y'all think that girls are delusional? And somebody said you knew who he was before you bought his ticket. I kind of side with them. Because even if I don't fuck with Chris Brown like that, if I decided to buy a Chris Brown ticket today, it's only because I love his music. But I would never think that I could go backstage with him because I already know he don't like dark skin or he don't like chocolate girls. And are chocolate girls stupid to support him because he don't like chocolate girls? That's another question for my black girlies or whatever. Would y'all support a man if you're a chocolate girly? Would you support a man who don't date a chocolate girly? Or is that different? Like, should we separate the music from your sexual preference? Like, I want everybody to support me, but I don't necessarily like short men. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about the whole Chris Brown thing. Are these girls stupid for driving from Cleveland to be with him and he still don't support you? He don't fuck with you like that. Is he wrong or are the girls wrong? He already told you what type of girls he like. I don't know. But she said that a whole bunch of like wristbands were given to the girls who were Caucasian, Hispanic, and racially ambiguous, but they weren't given to the black girls. So should black girls support Chris Brown knowing that he don't like them like that personally? I don't know. Do y'all feel, if you're a black or a brown girly, do you feel some type of way about supporting a man that don't necessarily like you? Or do you think it's all about the music and then your personal should be different? Tell me what you think, friend. I don't know. Anyway, so last but not least, let's talk about Martell motherfucking ass. Let's talk about Martell, friend. Exactly. So this weekend from we're gonna get the Ready to Love reunion. Amen. Because I'm here for it. I'm ready for Rose to go in on all of the boys. I've talked to Hussein. I haven't talked to Cam, but I want to see if they go in on Cam. But we also I wonder if we're gonna get an episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because I told y'all it was like a mid-season finale, but then Carlos King said it wasn't. So Carlos King, do you not know what's going on with your show? Nevertheless, Martell posted some shit. And he posted, I might get married Friday. I don't know yet. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck, Marlene's son, whether you get married Friday or not. Anyway, he also said, you are too wifey to be treated ordinary, and posted some rings. Mind you, these are some posts he posted on his Instagram or whatever. First of all, not you are too wifey. You mean too peasant? You're the one that told us that this bitch was a peasant. So now you changing it up. I think he's doing it to get under Melody's skin, or to get a storyline, or to be able to bring coleslaw on the show. Do y'all think that Martell, first of all, we already know that Martell cannot live in a home with his kids with another woman unless they're married. So do y'all think he's just doing all of this just so he can have Ariane on the show, married, and all of the things? I think he is, because I think he's desperate. I think he's desperate. I think he's jealous of Marceau and Maurice. So whatever it takes to get Ariane on the show, to get under Melody's skin, because Melody is literally she's doing like New York Fashion Week, and she's doing all of the things or whatever. So I don't know, child. That's what Martell got going on. Then Ken and Trish was just at Marceau's like black R&B night. They do karaoke. Girl, Ken and Trish was just there. And Ken was like, I don't give a fuck if I'm he posted on his story. He's like, I don't care if I'm delusional. Y'all can never make me hate Trish. I'm not mad at that. What I'm not mad is at that, because Scorpios, we tend to be delusional about the people that we love. I love my little Tinder. I might be a tad bit delusional, but it's bad for the show, because on the show it's showing that y'all are actually getting into beef. So now we know in real life that you're delusional about her and y'all still together. So I don't know, friend. I don't know where the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville is at this point, because we already know Martell may marry her on the show. He's doing it off a cloud. He don't really love her. He called her a peasant once upon a time. And then Ken, even if y'all like break up on the show, we know in present day time, just last night, you was at Black with her, and you don't care if you delusional. That coochie got you going crazy. Coochie got you going crazy. The coochie got you going crazy. And that's fine. It's okay if the coochie got you going crazy. I don't know, Trish. Send us some pointers how to twirl around on a zick and do all of the things. Anyway, friend, that's all I have for you today. So tell me what the tea is. Tell me if y'all miss Candiace. Do y'all want Candiace back on Real Housewives of Potomac? Is Offset a dirty dog ass fool for clowning for clowning Cardi for being pregnant? And tell me what y'all think about Martell. Do y'all think he really gonna get married? Do y'all think him being married is gonna be a special on Love and Marriage Huntsville? I don't know, friend. Anyway, I love you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. I'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.